For me, I actually find it very difficult to even speak to men. Not just because of what I look like, it's also because of the fact that a lot of the time men will be thinking, okay, she thinks.
Did you catch that? I'm sorry. She says, I find it difficult to speak to men, not because of what I look like, because I mean, I'm so hot, I can't even walk like 2 steps down the block without like every man wanting me. Meanwhile, she's dressed like Barney in a onesie. I mean, what is going on? I can't get past the delusion. The delusion is, she looks like she's heading to a children's birthday party. The head is in the car. I mean, what is going on? Hello, America, FBI and CIA agents and fellow cult members. Welcome to Culture Club USA. I'm DiBrava. Now, you know I love my riddles, and today's riddle is, when your gut is busting loose from too much fish and chips, and you're constantly getting caught with your hand in the dip, don't fret, because this episode will give you a lift as we take a ride to London with just pearly things and fresh and fit. Okay, in this episode of OnlyFans on Trial, we have a delusional, single woman who has yet to realize that her masculine aura isn't going to get her far in the dating market. Let's dive in.
Me, single, I'm stepping out. Me, I decide to be open-minded and give men opportunities to speak to them. And what I find, hey, I beg.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, and I'm telling you, for facts, in modern day, the same way you guys can complain about women is the same way we complain about men. For me, I actually find it very difficult to even speak to men. Not just because of what I look like, it's also because of the fact that a lot of the time men will be thinking, okay, she thinks.
Did you catch that? I'm sorry. She says, I find it difficult to speak to men, not because of what I look like, because I mean, I'm so hot, I can't even walk like 2 steps down the block without like every man wanting me. Meanwhile, she's dressed like Barney in a onesie. I mean, what is going on? I can't get past the delusion. The delusion is nuts out here. I mean, she looks like she's heading to a children's birthday party. The head is in the car. I mean, what is going on?
Like, she's comfortable. She's very much, established in herself. And they tend to challenge me for no reason.
She is comfortable, I'll tell you that. This woman is comfortable with what she's got going on. Because anybody that could show up wearing that on camera is on another level of comfort.
So because of the fact that a lot of the time men will be thinking, okay, she thinks like, she's comfortable. She's very much, established in herself. And they tend to challenge me for no reason. They're not even nice to me. So me, I'm not going to lie to you. The same way you complain about women, I complain about men. Yeah, it will be easier for me if I want to have sex with a man, but it will be much harder for me to be able to respect a man to a point where I will say, yeah, I would marry you. Oh, yeah, I would give you the opportunity to even get close to me that way. Because a lot of men are letting themselves down in what it even means to be a basic man.
Wait a minute, before... Look at Troy Francis's face. His facial expressions. Look at him and Pearl. They're like... But look at him. He's like, no. He's about to ream into her. Clearly he knows her. All right. Sorry.
To be able to respect a man to a point where I will say, yeah, I would marry you. Oh, yeah, I would give you the opportunity to even get close to me that way. Because a lot of men are letting themselves down in what it even means to be a basic man.
So it's the guy's fault?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the guy's fault. I'm talking from my perspective. The same way you guys can complain is the same way I complain. You guys find it difficult. I find it difficult.
But you're not refuting any of his points.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just adding my point. Okay. I also find it difficult. So I don't think it's okay.
Useless points.
For you, but it's my experience. So I can just compare.
Let's be objective here.
Oh, come on. Can you imagine where Myron is about to go right now? Let's be objective here, Myron.
Let's be objective here. Let's be objective here. Let's do a little bit of accountability. You're 31 years old.
Yes.
You're a fairly masculine woman.
So you say.
You are.
Well, I don't know.
Is she nuts? She doesn't actually think she's masculine. Wow. So you say.
Well, I don't know. A
absolutely
lot of
are.
people tell me I'm
Girl.
not. They say that it's dependent on the man. If you find me masculine, it's maybe you're not masculine enough. That's what they say. So I'm
She said, if you find me masculine, maybe he's not masculine enough. So she's saying, Myron, if you find me masculine, then maybe you're not masculine enough, Myron. I mean, that's actually pretty good. That's a good comeback, let me tell you.
You're not agreeable, right?
not with you.
You're just not agreeable, which is a masculine trait. You pursued higher education. You work in the professional world. You have,
I'm a teacher, so that's a feminine profession, really, isn't it?
Are you a teacher?
Gentlemen, okay. It's getting serious now. She's a teacher. A teacher, okay? Forget about her being a teacher. Could you imagine her raising your children? Can you just imagine what I'm saying? I'm going to let this go a little further before I dive deeper, but pay attention to her energy. This is a teacher. This is who's teaching children in London. I mean, I'm assuming she's from London. This is not kosher. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's just not kosher. It's not. This is the problem with kids today. It's like, who could even, can you imagine if she's like teaching a history lesson or even math? Who could ever concentrate on anything aside from her voice and the way she looks and her whole presence? I mean, the kids are probably scared to death in that classroom.
A profession, really, isn't it?
Are you a teacher? You said that you counsel
Yes.
people.
Behavior management. I work with children. I help them.
Okay. Again,
Actually.
you don't have children, right? And you don't have a man.
No.
Okay.
I can't. Behavior management? This woman is teaching behavior management to children. No wonder the kids in London are such a mess. I mean, are you kidding me?
Okay, so you're pursuing career.
No, I'm not pursuing a career. I'm just living my life because I have bills to pay.
Okay. Look, whether you want to accept it or not, right? And women get
Wow.
really
Don't I
mad
have
when I
bills
say
to
this. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have bills to pay
Yes.
means you have to step into your masculine
Yeah.
to work, to not be agreeable. I'm not trying to
all of
shit
us.
on you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But working and pursuing higher education, etc., inevitably masculinizes you as a female.
Well, I believe that for me, higher education gave me the opportunity to be around men.
I want you to think about this. This is very important what I'm about to say. Let's bring her back 10, 12 years, okay? She's 31. Let's make her like 19, 18, okay? Let's just bring her back in time. You want to stay away from women with this energy, okay? Look, one thing I'm going to say, Myron, he doesn't like college, all that stuff. I get it. Now, there are some girls that simply are going to college solely to meet a husband. Now, I think that women should be younger than men. So, unless you're going to look for a professor, okay? But what I'm saying is, that's just my opinion here. Every woman that goes to college does not necessarily mean they want to be a career wife. You understand? But when you date a girl, especially in her younger years, that has this kind of energy, and when women are younger, they're cuter, you can get away with a lot when you're 19, 18, 20, but the older you get, you turn into this. This is how this ends, okay? You will destroy your life. You will destroy your life. This is the type of woman that'll marry you, have a couple of kids, divorce you because, you didn't do the dishes enough or you didn't make enough money. She will make your life hell. Your children will have no chance. They will be miserable. Everything around you will be miserable for the rest of your life. Don't marry her. Don't get her pregnant. Stay away. Please.
To the original point that I was trying to make here.
And it does add value to me. In Africa, women being educated is a good thing.
Okay, in Africa, women don't conduct themselves like this. I can tell you that right now, okay? Women have respect. Women know their place. Okay? Even this, like a teacher, right? Women are supposed to teach. They're supposed to teach. If you took women out of the workforce in general, not women like her, I'm talking about normal, feminine women, the world would be a better place because they would be making better people. The problem is nowadays, women are working, they're selfieing, they're OnlyFans, they're prostitutes, they're doing this, they're doing that. So who's raising these kids? The government? What, the school? I'm going to tell you who. Her. She's raising the kid. She's the teacher. STALKER. Get it? You see where this is going? Stay away.
Okay, look, again, that's great. But all I'm simply trying to say here is because you're saying, oh, well, I can complain about men too, blah, 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 all this other stuff. You do understand that at 31 years old, being a fairly masculine woman and having a higher education, et cetera, actually hurts you when it comes to finding a man, right?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. What I'm doing right here is I'm talking to you, somebody that I don't necessarily agree with. But I don't surround myself with people like you. So the people that I am around
really?
that are more like the people that are my type, we don't need to disagree. In fact, I don't have...
First of all, gentlemen, this woman doesn't agree with anyone. I don't believe that she can agree with anyone. She is an argumentative, masculine truck driver, Mac truck driver energy, okay? Literally. She's got like city social worker energy, like chasing everyone down, and you know what I mean? She's like the schoolyard bully.
This experience with other men, I only have it with men that come on this podcast. So really, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the...
Look at Myron. It's like he needs like a Motrin drip right now. The headache he has from her. Can you imagine? Who knows how long they've been there doing this?
So really, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the problem. Maybe I'm looking at you guys and think that you probably just don't understand.
Okay, let me be
things. You're not my
objective
type of
about this.
people.
If you're 31 years old as a woman and you haven't been able to find a guy to take you seriously, that you actually
That's
respect
not why
and
I'm
admire.
single.
Hold on, stop. If you're not, if you're in your 30s and you haven't found a man that you love, admire, and respect, and that's going to take you serious and reciprocate, you failed as a female with the plethora of options that women have nowadays.
Well, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. For example, I'll quote this. Jordan B. Peterson said that the higher intellect or the higher IQ a woman has, the more...
She's quoting Jordan. She's quoting Jordan B. Peterson. Girl, you don't want to quote him because he's not on your side. He just isn't. Trust me.
Well, I'll quote this. Jordan B. Peterson said that the higher intellect or the higher IQ a woman has, the more likely it is for her to find it more difficult to find a partner because of hypergamy.
Name one study.
So,
Yes.
listen, I beg, shut up, man. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I am not.
She's feminine, but she's telling Pearl, shut up, man. Shut up, man. I mean, Pearl, I wouldn't be sitting in front of her like that. I mean, she looks like she could just whack Pearl right over the head. I mean, seriously.
An average woman. So that means that for me, it's much harder to find a man. So I'm not going to rush and be with just anybody that doesn't suit me because then we get together and it's going to be chaos. So I'm not going to be with a man that finds me masculine because he's too weak. Because a real man does not find me masculine. A real man thinks I'm actually cute. And they make me feel and I actually sit down with them and I'm quite
It's interesting.
feminine.
Anytime, and I found this very interesting, anytime a woman prefaces a statement with a real man, it's always followed with him lowering his standards or dealing with some fuckery.
No.
For example, you're saying a real man would be able to tolerate me, etc. Let me tell you something. I'm being very candid with you. I'm multimillionaire. A lot of my friends are multimillionaires, successful, etc. We don't like women like you. No offense.
That's okay.
With all due respect. Hold on, stop. Let me finish. Because we don't want to go out and conquer the world and come back and deal with females like you. Because you guys are annoying. Masculine women don't attract masculine men. If I wore heels on fucking Saturday, you would never accept me. So why is it appropriate for you to be arguing and be masculine? Because you are a masculine woman. Trust me, you can't hide that shit. You are.
Fine. That's okay. I'm strong.
You are a masculine woman.
I'm a strong woman.
Fantastic, which means you're masculine.
Yeah,
that's fine. But masculine men want feminine women that don't argue with them, period.
Yeah. Okay, I argue with you because you're not my man.
To me,
If you
hold
were
on,
my man,
stop.
it would be different.
And I
You're not
find
one
it
to me.
interesting
Abi?
how every single one of my successful friends think the same. And here's the other thing. You know what? Regular guys think the same too.
Okay.
You know what's funny about what he's saying? It's so strange. It shows you where society has like taken a slight turn, okay? Guys, if you're masculine, which that's what feminine women want. The women that masculine men want are feminine, okay? They're not this. But the problem with people like her, okay, is that she's watching like, you know, the NBA draft and all these like, you know, basketball wives. And a lot of these women on these shows that date these football players, young ones, okay? Look at Zion Williamson. He's a perfect example of this. He has the worst beta energy I have ever seen. I was just looking at him doing some kind of gender reveal with an actual prostitute, stripper, porn star that he knocked up, okay? And she has a baby with somebody else. And she's freaking like 12 years older than him. She's 30-something, he's 20. I mean, how? How does this happen? And then he's got another porn star claiming that she may be pregnant. This was weeks or months ago or whatever. But do you see what I'm saying? It's like, how do these men end up with these masculine chicks? What are they missing in their lives? What are they missing? And the weird thing is that a lot of these younger people, like Zion, have two parents. They have a male in the household. It's like, I don't understand. I don't understand how we've gotten here. Do not ever date a girl with energy like that, because she will destroy your life. I guarantee you, Zion Williamson, his life, it's already destroyed. Trust me. Those women are going to make his life hell.
Other guys think the same too.
Okay.
You know what the difference is? We don't have to tolerate masculine women once you reach a certain level.
Let me tell you something. Tell your average and successful men to leave me alone, because they won't. That's it. Tell them to leave me alone.
What, they don't want to commit to you then?
No, I don't want to commit to them, because as much as they love me, I don't want them, because they don't suit me. That's why I said I'm going to keep this whole relationship thing quiet, because I don't want to break anybody's heart, but I don't want to confirm anything.
This woman is delusional. She is delusional. She's 31, she's single, and she's telling Myron to tell all of his masculine friends, tell all of your masculine friends to leave me alone, because I don't want to break any of their hearts. Like, they won't leave me alone. I mean, really? Really, Myron? Is she nuts? Is she nuts?
Thing either. Keep it very ambiguous.
The man that you
because
want,
there's a lot of people that don't leave me alone.
The man that you want doesn't want you back. That's what this comes down to. Because if he did want you back, you would be married right now.
That's not true.
Because you and I both know, at 31 years old, as a female, not being married, you're an objective failure.
Not really.
Yes, you are.
That's down to you.
You're an objective.
And this is the reason why I also don't believe in statistics, because you are making an assumption.
I'm not using a statistic off this.
I beg. I haven't finished.
I'm not using
I haven't finished. I haven't finished. You're using your general perception of what you've met of people to make a conclusion about me when you don't know me. I'm sitting in a podcast, fresh and fit podcast, as a woman. Of course I'm going to speak to you like this, because as far as I'm concerned, this is a debate. And I know how to debate very well when I want to.
Don't.
Yeah, I do actually.
You've used that
The only difference is that you...
Myron, some of the things that come out of his mouth are just too brilliant. They're too perfect. I don't know how he does it.
I want to. Yeah, I do actually.
You've used that
The only difference is that you guys are here shouting, and every time I try to speak, you cut me off. That's it. Literally.
Because you ramble on.
No.
And you make arguments that don't have to do with the point and discussion.
The arguments are simply parallels to show you that your logic doesn't necessarily make sense. It's not a correct and exact science.
You were talking about the term abuse being changed, and then you tried to link that to racism in prison.
No, I explained to you how terms within legal terms, they change, they evolve through time.
And then you went back to racism.
Justice and the legal system, they evolve through time. What was the law 10 years ago is not the...
Okay, see what I'm saying? Okay, guys, if you ever date, I don't care, even if she's not in a Barney onesie, okay? Say she's hot. Say she's like 1 out of 10, she's a 25. Like some unreal, just everything you want in a woman, right? Visually. But she has this energy. Do you see how she's just so all over the place? She will nag you for the rest of your life. You can't even date her because she'll stalk you. This woman has the signs of a stalker in the worst way you could ever imagine. Can you imagine trying to get away from her? You'd have to leave the country. And I don't even know if that would work, because she would find you. You get it? She's like that girl that'll find you anywhere you go and just will not leave you alone. This is like, I see so many men, young men, making this mistake. And then you see them like, you know, in the grocery store, just walking miserably. And the woman is like in control, and he's just like walking like, oh God, I hope I don't make the wrong move or say something wrong. It's like dealing with her or hearing her. This is just, the
same law now. Everything evolves. Everything evolves. Even the way people Listen, the fact that we have policies for equality and diversity tells you everything. The fact that we have...
Troy is over here just bored. Look, he's like looking at one of the girls on the other side, like, can I get your number later? Come on. Look at him. Look at his face. He's like, hey, don't tell Pro, but, you know, meet me in back. What? I'm sorry. I mean, the rest of this poor woman sitting next to her. I mean, she can't get a word in edgewise.
Listen, the fact that we have anti-racist laws
let me back up. Guys. Look, the reason why I said if a woman's 30 plus and doesn't have a man and she's an objective, the reason why I say this is because we know that women derive pleasure, right, from family and children. And you kind of gave yourself away a second ago. You didn't say, oh, I'm not chasing a career. I'm just chasing happiness, right? Or I'm just living my life.
Yeah.
Right? And working is a means to an end, right?
I have to pay bills.
Okay. But if you had the opportunity, you actually said this earlier. That's why.
You have to pay bills because you don't have a man, because you want to be the man, because you're acting like the man, okay? It's that, you know, your Mack truck built. You can't be that way. You're not going to get a man unless he is somebody that likes to dress like a woman. You get it? Maybe Bruce Jenner. Maybe.
I love writing things down. You would prefer a man to pay a majority of the bills if you could get it, right? Now you don't. So you're working just as a means to an end, which is cool. I accept that. That's actually why most women work as a means to an end. But if women had the opportunity, they would prefer to be with a man that they love, admire, and respect, that could take care of them. But that's not easy to find. And that's a minority of men that can actually provide that. So if a minority of men can actually provide, yes, that's a minority of men. Because you would have had one by now if it was a majority.
Well,
it's a minority.
No, that's not why I would also just have a man by now. There's also context to behind the scenes.
Okay,
so you don't know my story.
Okay, fantastic. Which makes it you even more selective.
Yeah, a little
Which makes the man even rarer. Which proves my point once again.
And also as well.
Like, you do realize the more you talk, the more you hang yourself.
No, I'm not trying to hang myself. I'm just saying it's nothing.
You're picky as hell, but you're 31 years old.
Listen.
Look,
I am picky.
why am I going to pick a girl that's 31 that's argumentative and masculine? Stop.
You don't want to pick me.
Stop.
Ultimately, I'm the one that makes the decision, correct?
I'm speaking generally here. I'm not.
Wait a minute. Listen to how she talks. Ultimately, I'm the one that makes the decision. You know, I pick you. Guys, this is very important, okay? In general, women are supposed to be nurturers, okay? You have to have an energy that is a nurturing energy. That's what you want to look for. Think about your children. Think about her raising your children. Pick up the baby like this and coming over here and doing, you know, I mean, think about it. You want a nurturing energy. You want a woman that's going to listen to you. You want a woman who can, give you different instincts on decisions that you have to make from a female perspective in the most feminine way. You understand what I'm saying? Women are supposed to protect their man, okay? Not fight them, not be in constant, quarreling battles and competitions. Any woman that is constantly trying to combat and compete, and it's like the Army girl on a different episode we did. Nobody wants that. You don't want a woman that is not going to nurture and protect their man and children. Okay? Always remember that. Nurturing energy.
Makes the decision, correct?
I'm speaking generally here. I'm not talking about me, myself, as Myron. I'm saying, why would a man that's attractive, that's at the top of his game, get with a 31-year-old woman who's lost her value? No offense, because we value age and youth and beauty. Mm-hmm. Why would he get with an older woman? Would he get with a younger woman that's more attractive and in her prime?
There's many reasons.
But to be fair when you described the kind of man that you wanted, it basically exactly described like the archetypal high value man.
No, it doesn't.
Which is what he's talking about.
No, it doesn't. No,
so the question stands: would that guy
that is not what
that
I
you
said.
described want to get?
One of the things I said first was, I don't give a damn if the guy's got money or not.
Oh, that's a lie. That is a lie. That's why she's single, okay? Because any chance of any man, even like which I can't even imagine it, but any chance that there's any man that would want her, I guarantee you he's broke. Okay? I guarantee you he's broke. That's a lie.
As long as I'm not an absolute idiot and he's able to want to build himself to a point where he can help me as the partner that he's meant to be when, for example, we have children, when things happen, when life happens.
But we kind of go around in circles a bit with it, aren't we?
Simple.
Now?
I don't need a man to be rich. I need a man to give me stability and to make me.
How's a man going to give you stability if they don't have money? Hello? Look, this is a capitalist world, at least in America. Okay, last I checked, we weren't out here living in teepees and, farming on the land. I mean, what is she, nuts? What is it, like 1876? Stop. Of course you want a man with money. Because if you had a man that was just literally in grandma's basement playing video games 18 out of 24 hours a day, smoking weed with no job, and said, come on in and move in grandma's house with me, let's get married, I'm going to go with, she's going to say no.
When I did it, just by looking at me, simple.
Okay.
He doesn't need to talk.
Look, what you're demanding.
He doesn't need to talk. Wait, I got to hear this again. Nobody needs to talk around you, honey, because you do enough talking for a small army.
I don't need a man to be rich. I need a man to give me stability and to make me when I did it, just by looking at me, simple. He doesn't need to talk.
Look, what you're demanding, you no longer qualify for.
Well, that's what you think.
It's the truth.
You know what, Myron? What you're demanding, you no longer qualify for. You gotta laugh at this guy. I mean, he says it like it is. No holds barred with him.
It's
been proven literally by what's going on right now. You're single.
Listen,
you're objectively proving it for me.
It's okay. The way you're trying to present it is as if I'm single because my value is lower and people not picking me. That is not the truth. I am single for many reasons that I don't need to go into right here because they're
she's
personal.
got options,
but I've got a million options. If I want to tomorrow, I will.
Are they real options? You don't want them, so they're not real options.
No, they are options.
No, they're not.
They are.
Because you don't want them.
You don't want them.
See, this is what I'm trying to say when I say y'all, bro. Like, dudes that you don't like or don't respect and don't want to be with are not fucking options.
No,
they're guys that give you attention.
That's not what I said.
They're guys that give you attention that you don't like.
Bro,
because if you did, you would have been with them.
Listen, there's men that give me attention that I don't like. There are men that give me attention I think, oh, you're okay. And there are men that give me attention I think, actually, you're a great candidate.
And also, our standards have gone higher.
Yeah, and you don't get with them. Which means they're lacking in something.
I don't get with them because I'm not going to get with every guy that is supposedly good. So I have to take my time because I'm not loose.
But then you're not getting with any.
She has to take her time because she's not loose. Okay, I'll give her that. All right. If she's being honest. I mean, I don't know how she could be loose if she's running around in these clothes. Who could get that off her? Seriously.
Guy, but then how does that make sense?
But then I've just told
and your value is rapidly declining in the process.
I don't care because I'm somebody that attracts a lot of people. If I attract a lot of people, I'm not going to pick the first one that comes to me.
How many people have you tried?
Listen, I don't need to try people.
Look how sneaky Pearl is. She's trying to get her, body count.
I'm not doing that.
Also, women's standards have gone really high as well. Just wanted to add to that. That's probably why they're just not picking.
My standards have to.
Actually, women's standards today are ridiculous. They're not even high. They're just in outer space, okay? You know, that book, Women Are from Mars, Men Are from Venus, okay? Women are just aliens at this point. I mean, you see women like this and they want, or I won't even go where my head is going. You've got women who I want a guy that has abs, a 22 pack of abs, a multimillionaire that's got a family dynasty. I want to be a princess. I want to travel the world. I never want to work. I want 10 nannies. I want my hair and weave done every freaking 2 days. I mean, think about it. It's insane. How could any man ever keep up with the demands of these average chicks? I mean, I feel so sorry for you guys. You have to do so much digging. This is why you got to go to church. All right. The chances of you finding a really nice Christian or religious girl, it's going to be in church. Okay? Because we have to go back to the old times. Meeting people on Tinder and this and that and all these apps, forget it. Okay, first of all, they never look like what they're pretending to be, as we can see. I mean, you've seen that 100,000 times. Everybody's a catfish. Everyone's delusional. I mean, these people actually film themselves in an app and tell themselves they look like that. That's how delusional these women are. All right? Go to church. get around family, meet people through your family and friends, all right? Because otherwise you end up with this. And the dangerous thing, like I said, is when somebody like this actually looks good. And women are funny. They'll fool you for a while, but eventually this will come out. So be very careful.
To be high, unfortunately, for a man, because if my standards are not high, I will destroy that man.
Your high standards. Your high standards. See, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, you can't have these high standards no more.
Listen,
you're 31.
I can.
You're 31, bro.
I can. Actually, it's so funny.
You're 31. Like, yo, we need to bring
No, no, you can't say that to her.
I actually can.
It's the truth. This is what, yo, hold on. Stop.
Choosing to be single.
Stop. Shut the fuck up. Everybody shut up for 2 seconds. Because this is crazy. What if I said, yo, I play video games every day. I'm 300 pounds. I made $10,000 last year. I want a bad bitch. What would you guys say to me?
There's niggas that are doing that still.
Okay,
But she's not dating him. Exactly.
She had one.
Hold on. But am I delusional? Am I dumbass for thinking that? I am. That's delusional because I don't qualify for what I want. I'm a brokey. I'm fat. I'm a loser. And here's the thing. Reality is going to let me know ain't no bad bitch is going to want me. Okay? I got to get out there and become that guy to be attractive. Why is that women think, I'm not going to change. I'm going to get older. I'm going to wait it out. And I still want a top tier guy to pick me. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
Well,
if you're single at 31, chances are you're going to stay single past 31.
Listen.
And this is statistically proven too.
That's okay.
No,
that's okay.
Myron, they become side chicks at 35.
Yeah, like, bro, this crazy.
Don't worry.
Crazy.
My reality, you've never met a woman like me. My reality is quite different. I'll tell you that much. You wish, girl. You really wish. That's why you only know one thing now.
I really do.
That's why I'm the person. I'm the only girl that comes here as often as I do.
And you are for as crazy as you are on time.
Exactly. And it's not even that I'm on time. And I'll tell you something.
Punctuality is masculine trait.
Listen, as much as you're talking and saying all of this, you're the person that says the reason why you come here is because you don't complain. You come, you do. I don't complain. Me and you can have all
you do. You do have.
Do you hear her? Do you hear her? You hear how she's talking to Pearl? The amount of disrespect. This is serious. Like, you're a guest on somebody else's podcast, okay? You're a guest on Fresh and Fit right now, but you're in Pearl's studio, okay? Because they're doing a show from Pearly Things' studio. How dare you speak like that to the host? How dare you? Listen to how she's talking to her. Listen, girl. I mean, no, seriously. I got to go back. You got to hear how she's talking. I don't.
Bro, this crazy.
Don't worry.
Crazy.
My reality, you've never met a woman like me. My reality is quite different. I'll tell you that much.
Like
you wish, girl. You really wish. That's why you only know one thing now.
Are you hearing her? You wish, girl. You really wish. I mean, this is we have gotten to a point in society where people are just so disrespectful that it's unfathomable. Like, don't you have any self-respect that you're going to conduct yourself like this? Do you know how ridiculous she's making herself look? And Pearl is actually taking the higher ground, okay? She's calm and she's just taking it. But listen,
you wish, girl. You really wish. That's why you only know one thing now.
I really do.
That's why I'm the person. I'm the only girl that comes here as often as I do. And
you are for as crazy as you are on time.
Exactly. And it's not even.
And look at that. You know, as nasty as this chick in the Barney onesie is being to Pearl, Pearl is still giving her a compliment. She's like, as crazy as you are on time, and I appreciate that. I mean, do you see what I mean? This girl has not said one positive thing yet. Not one. That's a dangerous sign.
I'm on time. And I'll tell you something.
Punctuality is masculine trait.
Listen, as much as you're talking and saying all of this, you're the person that says...
Myron says punctuality is a masculine trait. I better work on that then, because I'm really on time.
Much as you're talking and saying all of this, you're the person that says the reason why you come here is because you don't complain. You come, you do. I don't complain. Me and you can have all.
You do have. I'm not saying you have no.
Listen.
I'm not saying you have no positive qualities. I could list them right now. You don't
even know me, but I'm just telling you. You've seen two sides.
I've known you for like a year. Okay,
bro. This girl.
Okay.
My middle name.
Look, man.
So, like, I know your name is Hannah Pearl Davies. What's mine? What's my surname even?
See, that's a masculine trait, interjecting.
Wow, is this girl like, I mean, my God. Wow, so rude,
a masculine
so
trait,
rude.
interjecting, not being agreeable.
We all did it, including your best friend, Pearl.
But you the most, by far.
Not really.
You and this other girl right here.
Yo, we're going in circles, man, because you know what I'm saying.
I haven't spoke the whole night, so...
Well, on that note, I don't have much to say. I think she did most of the talking for us. Oh, I do have one thing to say. Miss Barney in a Onesie is available for birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, any kind of party you would like. Your wedding, your dad's birthday, your cookout, your barbecue. She'll show up and entertain you, I'm sure. I'm DiBrava. I hope you liked this one. See you next time.